Hi folks, this is Captain Kraken. This is a video, a little tutorial on long distance putts because most people know they are not easy, and you will really be lucky to get within about 15 foot of the pin on a distance like this, because you really have to know what you're doing and get the speed just right. On this particular shot, we're looking around 91 feet. It's pretty much even. You can see there's clearly a break from right to left, and I'll have to compensate for that somewhere, I'm guessing around here. We're still looking at 91, and sometimes you can't really match it up close, but if you try to get this, as long as you're on the right same line, if you're past or even forward, you're going to get the ball rolling. That doesn't dictate how far the ball is going to go. This dictates how far it's going to go. This just is more for your eye candy to feel that everything is in sync. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put our line there. And since I know this is my 100 foot and it's much stronger than 100 foot, we're actually going to back down to my 80. And I can assure you my 80 is going to go farther than the 90. So let's just go ahead and get to about here and see where this takes us. You can see that it had a good line, but it certainly was too strong. So this is something you need to take in consideration for these long putts, is that you really want to get the speed right. And even though it says 91, if you're on a fast speed, you're going to be far exceeding this putt. And go ahead and make the adjustment, because you can see that was just a little bit wide. So we're going to go right to the edge of the grid. We're going to try this again. As you can see, I was just a little bit off on my ding, and that's pretty severe. This is why it's, as they say, the long putts are brutal, because you really have to hit them tight. So let's try this one more time. Let's go ahead and take a look. You see the same action, and we're going to go a little bit wider now, and we're going to do the same putt. Just going to take a little bit off it. We're going to go to about right here. And now you can see how short it is. So you really have to be really precise if you plan on making this putt. Now that's not bad. That's makeable from there. About 7 foot, but let's see if we can get just a little bit closer. Same move, let's go out just a little bit more. Same putt. Up there. Now we've finally figured out the line. Now we just need to get the speed. So let's go back one more time. Now this is how you have to practice, folks, because if you expect to get good, you're going to have to practice. Okay, one more time. Now this is what we call just zoning in, because you're just slowly finding your line, you're finding your speed, and it just becomes pretty automatic now that you're confident in where you're going. Now see, even though I missed that, if I would have had a little bit more speed, probably could have got there. Here we go, back to my initial spot, because that seemed like a good roll from about right there. See how the speed is? You can see it just was off a little bit and how far it is, but now we finally got that speed down. And this is what's going to take to get good, because hopefully you're never going to find yourself in this kind of situation. You're always going to be within a 20 feet radius. But this is for the new hacks that are coming in. They're going to be long distance putting, and so you're going to have to learn it. And it's pretty simple once you just kind of get the basics. There we go. This should be tight. Maybe not. Now you can see that everything looked pretty good, but it didn't want to break, didn't want to do what I wanted. So we're back to square one. Let's give it one more shot. That was way high. At least now you're kind of seeing the speed, what it takes to get close to the hole. And this is really what it's all about, because it really doesn't matter what hole. We could just go to 20 different holes. But the idea here is just understanding the basic concepts of a lag and knowing your speed of your meter and knowing just that what it's going to do and how much it's going to break. Even though this doesn't seem very fast, you can see that it's breaking a lot. So the moral to the story is practice, practice, practice. You might think the first few times like me, because we all have to get into our groove. So, but once you get it down, you'll really feel confident that you're going to basically be within a few feet of that hole every time. So now it feels like it's a 10-foot putt. Why? Because now you're zoned in. And that's kind of what it takes, on any line, any hole. You just got to have this picture image into your head so you understand what the ball is doing and how it's going to work for you. You can see just for one ding, it's at least a foot off, so that looked like a couple marks off, and that's why you really have to hit the ding or you don't have a chance of being close. Unless your line is off, which that usually doesn't happen. So we now know this is our zone right at that bar. Let's see what this wants to do.
Amazing! Simply amazing!
There you go, folks. There's my little tips on putting, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully this will help lower your scores and get you closer to the hole.